What kind of warplane gets built before color TV, before moon landings, and before the internet yet still dominates the skies in 2025? Some of the most powerful, most reliable machines in the US military were born during the Cold War, built with slide rules and steel, not software. And yet, they're still flying combat missions, still refueling jets mid-air, still gathering intelligence at altitudes satellites can't match. These aren't relics in museums, they're active duty warfighters. So why are jets from the 1950s and 60s still outperforming billion-dollar programs today? And what makes them so hard to kill off? Watch till the end, because the reason these flying dinosaurs are still alive might change the way you see air power forever. The B-52 Stratofortress. The B-52 Stratofortress isn't just old, it's aviation royalty with a birth certificate from 1952. It was built at the height of Cold War paranoia, meant to carry nuclear weapons across continents and deliver them with precision. But rather than becoming a museum piece, this beast has been constantly rebuilt, refitted, and reborn. Crews call it the buff, big ugly fat fella, but don't be fooled by its looks. It can carry 70,000 pounds of bombs, cruise nearly 9,000 miles without refueling, and stay airborne for more than 12 hours. It's been used in Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan, and even recent missions targeting ISIS. Now, it's undergoing one of its biggest upgrades ever. Rolls-Royce F130 engines are replacing the old ones to make it quieter, cleaner, and cheaper to fly. A digital cockpit is coming too, bringing this analog monster into the modern era. With all that, it's expected to fly until at least 2050, possibly beyond. That's nearly a century in service, unmatched by any combat aircraft in history. This isn't just about longevity, it's about a bomber that simply refuses to die. A 10 Thunderbolt II. If you're a soldier taking fire on the ground, there's one sound that brings instant relief. The roar of the A-10's GAU-8 cannon spinning up. That weapon alone makes the A-10 Thunderbolt II legendary. It's a 7-barrel Gatling gun that can fire 3,900 rounds per minute, designed specifically to destroy Soviet tanks. And it does. But what really sets the A-10 apart is its toughness. The cockpit is wrapped in a titanium bathtub that can withstand armor-piercing rounds. The engines are mounted above the wings to reduce heat signature and increase survivability. Even if one engine, one hydraulic system, and half a wing are destroyed, the Warthog can still limp home. It wasn't built for beauty, it was built to win ugly. And despite countless retirement attempts by the Air Force, it's still flying. In Iraq and Afghanistan, it flew low and slow where no stealth fighter would dare go. Ground troops trust it with their lives. And now, thanks to software upgrades and advanced targeting systems, it's even more accurate and reliable. Some say it's outdated, but in combat zones, the A-10 proves that raw power and battlefield trust beat flashy tech any day. F-15 Eagle. The F-15 Eagle was born to dominate. First flown in 1972, it was designed to win air battles, and it did, over and over. With more than 100 confirmed kills and 0 air-to-air losses, it's earned a reputation as the undisputed king of dogfights. But here's what's even more impressive. It's not just surviving in 2025, it's thriving. The latest version, the F-15EX Eagle II, is built from the bones of the original, but supercharged with 21st century tech. It has fly-by-wire controls, digital sensors, and a radar that can track and engage multiple targets at once. It can carry nearly 30,000 pounds of weapons, more than any other US fighter. And with a top speed of Mach 2.5, it's still one of the fastest jets in the sky. The F-15X is also designed to fight alongside stealth aircraft, acting as a missile truck in high-threat environments. And thanks to the new Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System, EPAWSS, it has next-gen electronic warfare defenses that can jam enemy radars and keep the jet alive, deep inside hostile airspace. A fighter that started during the Cold War, now flying as one of the most lethal platforms in 21st century warfare? That's not evolution, that's air superiority redefined. F-16 Fighting Falcon. If the F-15 is the heavyweight champion of the sky, then the F-16 is the fast twitch brawler that never backs down. Since its first flight in 1974, over 4,600 F-16s have been produced, and they're still being built. That makes it not just the most widely used fighter in the US arsenal, but in the entire world. It's flown by more than 25 countries and has seen action in every major US conflict since the Gulf War. Lightweight, highly maneuverable, and cost-effective, it was never designed to be flashy, it was designed to win. And it has. But what keeps it relevant in 2025 isn't just its legacy, it's the upgrades. New systems like Viper Shield give it top-tier electronic warfare capabilities, jamming enemy radars and protecting the aircraft from missile threats. Venom, another modernization program, aims to integrate artificial intelligence, giving the F-16 smarter flight paths and faster decision-making under pressure. It's even being tested in advanced roles, including drone coordination, electronic attack, and autonomous flight. For a jet that was supposed to be a budget solution back in the 70s, it's aged into one of the most versatile fighters in modern air power. Fast, fierce, forever adaptable. Lockheed U-2. The Lockheed U-2 is one of those aircraft that shouldn't still exist, and yet it does, defying logic and physics at the same time. Developed in the early 1950s and first flown in 1955, this high-altitude reconnaissance jet was once the backbone of Cold War surveillance. It flew over the Soviet Union, Cuba, and China, capturing secrets no one else could reach. Even now, in the era of satellites and drones, the U-2 is irreplaceable. It soars above 70,000 feet, twice the cruising altitude of commercial airliners, gathering imagery and signals intelligence in real time. Satellites can't match its responsiveness. Drones can't match its altitude. It's even been integrated with advanced battlefield networks, relaying live data to commanders on the ground. Pilots still wear pressure suits similar to astronauts, and landings are assisted by a second pilot driving behind the plane in a high-speed chase car. Despite being scheduled for retirement multiple times, the Dragon Lady continues to deploy globally monitoring missile tests in North Korea, tracking troop movements in Eastern Europe, and scanning skies where tension brews. In a world obsessed with stealth, the U-2 shows that sometimes visibility extreme, high-altitude visibility is still power. C-130 Hercules. No aircraft earns the title of legend quite like the C-130 Hercules. Introduced in 1956 and still rolling off the production line today, the Hercules is the definition of versatility. It's flown in every US military branch, landed in every climate, and participated in nearly every major conflict and humanitarian mission since Vietnam. Its rugged frame lets it take off and land on unpaved runways, icy strips, or even makeshift desert airfields. It's delivered soldiers into combat zones, evacuated civilians from war zones, dropped supplies after hurricanes. The military calls in the Hercules, not because it's new, but because it always gets the job done. Old doesn't mean obsolete. These flying dinosaurs prove that great design, relentless upgrades, and combat reliability can keep even the oldest warplanes relevant in a world of 5th-gen stealth and hypersonic missiles. From the unstoppable B-52 to the still essential U-2 and the adaptable Hercules, these aircraft continue to shape the skies they were never supposed to survive in. So next time you see a massive jet flying overhead, ask yourself, is it a relic or a ruler? If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss what's next.